We're hanging out, man. What's going on with you? How you been?
Doing good. I'm tired.
I could tell. You didn't get some sleep last night or what?
I got all the sleep I needed. I just worked out. But anyway, I was just
He's talking about walking around the block once as a workout, and it's insane to me.
because it's 95 degrees outside.
It's crazy.
It's 95 degrees outside, which
I've been outside for the past 4.5 hours.
yeah, but your shirt was off.
Just outside, sweating, feeling fine.
I-
You walk around
no,
the
no,
block
no, no.
once, and you just caught your breath.
No, I walked around the block.
What's
I ran,
going on?
First
You
of
have
all,
smoker's lungs, and you don't even smoke.
I ran around the block.
What's going on with you?
You worked on your yard, and then you went inside, took a shower, and I just chilled. So there's
That
levels.
shower was nice, man. That was one of
Yeah.
those like relaxed.
I could use a nice shower myself, some conditioner in the hair, some soap in the butt, anything would have been good. But the point is, when I was driving up, I was listening to what I thought was a real history documentary. But then as it kept going, I don't know if it's like actual history. It's the history. Have you heard of Agartha or Argatha or Agatha? One of those.
No.
It's basically underground Indians. You know about it?
Underground Indians.
Basically,
Oh, were they in like the Grand Canyon?
No, not Native Americans.
Okay.
I'm talking about Indians, like Mahatma.
All right.
Well, basically. Well, you see, I've not heard of this?
No. Well, I mean, no.
Well, basically, in like 3200 BC or whatever it was, Indians, for some reason, went underground and built tunnels. Kind of similar to some stuff nowadays.
You want to know why?
Why?
It's called the Younger Dryas theory or whatever. They
What's
think that the Earth was hit by a bunch of meteors, and some people survived and some people didn't.
I think this might be post-meteor, though. This is like way after meteors. Like we've already...
This was supposed to be in the past 10,000 years.
This
the
is-
theory.
Oh, well, this is within...
The past 10,000 years.
This is within that. This is only like 5,000 years ago.
Okay. Well, cool.
I could be wrong. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that like I was believing it, and then they said at one point they evolved into having two tongues. And the guy who was writing about it was like an Englishman. And he was,
Is this one of those things that starts off believable and
Yeah.
then it just gets insane right at the
yeah,
end?
exactly.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know if this is all true.
Were you just scrolling TikTok and driving or what?
No, I was on YouTube and it had like 5 million views that said the underground Indians.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'll check this out.
So you're just out here believing false history.
And they're like, oh, this.
Then they turned into lizards
You know
and
what
all
it was?
started banging.
So exactly.
It's like, what?
They started talking about the economy at the time, and I was like, oh wow, this must be real. 'Cause they're talking about economy stuff. And then they got into like they went underground, and being underground made them evolve into having two tongues. And the guy writing about it was hype on the two tongues. He kept bringing up two tongues. He's like, they had two tongues. You know what that means? You know what he said? They could speak two different languages at once. So
Why would that be the use of two tongues?
you would think you'd be like eating pussy or something.
I wouldn't even go there without I don't even know why.
Imagine you hitting ass and puss. Same
I
time.
would say it's like you develop a way to clean your teeth without a toothbrush. That's why you would have two
I mean,
tongues.
I can't do that with one tongue.
But that's what I'm saying. Another tongue, you might be able to.
Yeah. And when we hit two tongues, I was still kind of believing it at one point. I was still kind of like, all right, maybe two tongues could have been a thing. I don't know. Like, you don't know. I've seen people with like two heads. Maybe two tongues could be a thing.
Did you know that they won't let you into parts of the Grand Canyon?
Why?
Because there's like a bunch of ancient history there.
Like ancient Indian history?
And
Like Native American?
Yeah, a bunch of stuff going on. I don't know. It's pretty crazy though. It's a real thing. Like if you look this up, I mean, feel free,
So
do
Grand
whatever you
Canyon
want.
used to be ran
Do
by...
your own research, you know what I mean? I ain't here telling you how to live your life. You do whatever you want to
So
do with your time.
Native Americans used to live in the Grand Canyon?
Well, there's a whole lot of, I don't know. Ultimately, all I do know is that there's parts of the Grand Canyon that, like, the government, if you even walk up, black chopper on your ass.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
Aliens.
You tell me what's going on there.
That's what I want to know. First of all.
And like, you can't just it's like one of the only places you can't just willy-nilly hike. Everywhere else you can pretty much, as long as it's like open land, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Or camp land or whatever, you
Yeah.
can just walk on it, right?
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon, there's only certain places you can go.
Oh. Because Native Americans used to live there too.
Now, what? Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to this whole thing, bro. It's just, look into it. Hey,
Because if they're still there, we
look
should call
into
ICE
it.
right now. You know what I mean?
again. I don't know, man. That stuff's just going crazy right now. I'm
Yeah.
scared, dude. I think it's gonna turn into like. In my mind, it's if they doing that to people right now, it can't be long for they doing that to you.
Exactly. That's true.
That's what I get worried about, because it's like, all right,
Once you start bringing down the hammer on people, it's like, where do you stop?
exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I get scared of.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was talking to me and somebody. I was talking and I was telling them, like, it's just gonna be, they're gonna be banging on our front door. Hey, you got anybody inside your house?
Oh, are
What
you
does that
hiding
talk
Jews
about?
in the basement in the attic?
Exactly, man.
that's
what
scary
that is.
shit. I
That's
didn't even think about that.
terrifying, man.
That's
like
scary stuff.
that's a parallel to what's going on in the world right now.
I
That's
know.
scary, dude.
That's some sad. It's sad right now. You know, some sad stuff.
It's weird. I don't know. I don't like seeing it. I watched a dude get just stomped on by a horse.
Oh.
Oh. Who brings a horse? You know, horses are like erratic animals. I don't understand that. Let's get the craziest situation we can, you know, a protest or a riot, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just bring horses. Horses are not. You ever been around a calm horse?
No.
No.
Horses are always upset about something.
They're always
looking to stomp.
or pooping or something. It's like that's not a good animal to have around, really, around a chaotic situation. Oh, let's bring a real skittish animal around and
Exactly.
see a 1,300-pound beast just kicking people in
It's
the
like
face.
bringing a depressed 12-year-old with a gun to like a random place. Like, let's see what happens. Let's see what this kid thinks.
Insane, man.
You know? No, it's sad stuff. The
It
horse.
is. You know what isn't sad?
What?
The way that Lime scooters are being used as fucking weapons
Is that a
is
thing?
so cool.
I didn't
dude.
hear about that. What happened?
You haven't. So all these videos, it's just people. You know, they're doing like the protest, right?
Uh-huh.
But they're getting into what seems like altercations with the riot cops,
Okay.
and they're swinging these Lime scooters at the riot cops, like helicoptering these things.
Hey.
And I think it's hilarious. Like that's like the ultimate. That's like the Swiss Army knife of like rioting.
It's
you know,
it's like
you
a butterfly knife.
You could pull up quick to the scene. You know, swing that thing at a cop. That's gonna do some damage.
Oh, as someone who's been hit by a lime scooter, it does damage.
You did get.
As someone who's been affected by lime scooters in my life,
Oh my god.
it does
And
damage.
then, dude, what they're doing, the most gangster part,
What?
they've been stopping the freeways. You know what they do? They
What?
get the Lime scooters, throw them over the side of the fucking overpass.
That's dope.
It's crazy, man.
Lime scooter, yeah, you pull in, you fight, you pull out. You know what I mean? It's a good little bike.
I mean, and it's like you're not losing anything. You know?
Yeah. Would you ever go to a protest yourself?
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't got nothing to do with the fact that I don't want to. I'm speaking my mind right now, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to get hit in the face with a canister or something
I
like
ain't trying
that.
to do all that.
That is not happening in my
Mhm.
world, bro. I don't
Yeah.
care, or get like mistakenly like, oh, that's that dude with the southern accent. Get him, you know.
They're gonna get
Next
you
thing you
quick.
know, I was there on their side, you know.
You
And
walk in there, Bass Pro Shop hat, frat glasses, and a cut off T-shirt, tank top. You're not
I'm
looking
gonna
too
get
good.
punched out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. So you know, you gotta know your place,
Yeah.
know your space, know your place,
Exactly.
and that's something that I live my life by.
Yeah.
And I know my space by not being there. You know.
Yeah. You think many white girls are there right now? Protests?
There's probably a handful of like, you know, hardcores, but
Do you think-
anybody out there right now, they just trying to get hurt. Let's be honest.
Do you think there's anybody there at the protests and their main, like, they're going there for the protest, but their main objective is to get laid?
I
You think?
mean,
You think?
I've
Except at
never
least
even
5.
thought about it that way, but that is a possibility. Like you could find like some hardcore group, and they're probably doing hardcore. People live a hardcore life, that's for sure.
How would you approach a woman at a protest? Like trying to like, get their number.
You ready?
Yeah. We want freedom. What's up? What's up? We want freedom.
This is crazy, huh?
Yeah, this is crazy because we want freedom. We want free. Where's your son?
Well, you know, I believe all women should have their nipples out. You know, that's what I think.
This is about the border. Freedom of the border, not you use the nipple right now. Wrong protest, my bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't going to no protest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I remember very vividly as a little boy. I can't remember. You know what? I don't know. I'm about to lie. Okay, either this is a story in my life as a kid, or it was a story of my dad's life as a kid. But basically, there was a KKK rally in Tuscumbia, Alabama, and I was there. I watched it. I didn't like. I mean, it was one of these things where it was like they were doing it. It wasn't like we weren't there in support, but it was like we were in attendance. You know.
So
I think this was my dad. Okay, because I'm too young. Honestly, I don't even think they were doing this.
So you're one of the. So
I just know there was a story of like there was in Tuscumbia, Alabama. They was doing a rally right there on the front steps
This-
of City Hall.
all I know is this is kind of like the conspiracy theory that when someone someone seed is in you or whatever, not like in you like that.
Oh,
but
what are you doing?
but the same DNA, you get their memories. Maybe you got your dad's memory of this KKK rally. Maybe your dad was at the rally.
It was maybe a family story. I don't know. I just know that there was one in Tuscumbia. It was like a big thing. They talked about it. Tuscumbia, Alabama. Look that up.
I'll look it up. Tuscumbia, Alabama.
It's gonna be Alabama.
There's nothing more unreliable than memory, though. You realize that, right? That's why eyewitnesses should be like you shouldn't listen to those. I don't think, because how unreliable is someone's memory? I can make up memory right now. You know?
Oh yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm fried. Yeah.
You could like convince me that something. You could tell me that I was at a KKK rally support, and I'd be like, did I do that?
You know what's funny is, you could tell me that I had like a joke that killed. Tell me the joke, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and I wouldn't even know.
It's my joke.
Exactly. Like I would just claim it. That's what I'm like. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. So
Yeah.
just throwing it out there.
No, that's why. There's a whole movie about that, honestly. 12 Angry Men. I don't know. Anyway,
I hate when you do that.
you know, I was thinking.
I'm not a cinephile, man.
You say cinephile like pedophile, and I hate that.
What?
I ain't a cinephile, man. I don't abduct kids and put them in my basement. I ain't a cinephile.
That's so
That's how you say it.
cinephile,
You
dude.
just say moviegoer.
No, you want to be a cinephile. That's how you are. You want to be like real like schmoozy about. Oh yeah, that film. Like I don't like that. I don't like how you just brush off. Oh yeah, like in.
You know, I was thinking.
12 Angry
You know, I was
Men or whatever
thinking.
you just said.
And if anybody actually listens to the podcast and gets this far, let us know if you want this or not. I'm thinking we have like a little segment where we watch a TV show, because the movie would be too long. Where like we film us with the mics watching a TV show. We just like do like our own commentary on it. Something.
Yeah,
21 minutes.
Something our buddies are already doing though.
Who does that?
Riley and.
Okay, but no, they talk about the movie. I'm saying we watch a movie, we film us, and we kind of like DVD
That's called
commentary.
Copyright infringement too.
We don't show the movie though, nor the sound. We just show our face watching the movie.
And then a little timer in the corner. So
Yeah, so you know where we're at. And we say 3, 2, 1, start.
And instead of watching regular movies, let's just watch hardcore porn.
That'd be funny too. Whoa, he get in there, dude. Damn. Whoa, 3 black guys. I'm not doing that though. Hunter, that's your mom. I'm just kidding.
Oh man, that's so funny. Let's do it. Up there. Oh, that's probably.
We would get demonetized in 2 seconds.
We can't do that.
We don't even get monetized. If we get demonetized, they would take our money for that. They'd be like, y'all owe us $5,000.
Y'all
Shit.
owe us $5,000.
Y'all scarred 3 children. They in therapy now. We paying their bills.
Therapy.
Like that YouTube's in the South in this scenario.
Do I go to Norway and get a
It's you go to Turkey.
or Turkey and go get done
No,
up?
you should though.
I need it, huh?
Your hair just looks bad. You know what I mean?
I think it doesn't look that bad, but it's starting to. I'm starting to notice it's.
You
falling back.
know how you always say like you look at Channing Tatum? Just the hair. You guys both have like very thin, not too long, spiky top hair. You know what I mean? And with kind of a not a big forehead, but not a small forehead either.
Not a small forehead. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's kind of it's an interesting look. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Now your face is a lot to be desired, but
10 out of 10.
first of all, I'm
Just an absolute. Just
I'm not
a
trying to-
unit running around.
not trying to be mean.
I'm like a refrigerator.
I'm not
solid.
trying to be mean, but you're almost good looking. Here's the problem. It's your eyes. You got bad eyes. First of all, they're brown, which I got brown eyes too.
Brown eyes are where it's at.
No, but you got, I don't know what's happening, but all of a sudden a lot of wrinkles in the eyes recently.
What do you mean wrinkles in the eyes recently?
You got a lot of wrinkles in the eyes.
I'm
And
getting crow's feet.
you're getting crow's feet, and
I guess I'm using.
I don't know what's happening, but your eyes recently. When I first met you, I was like, white dude. There's an old skit we made when we first like met called Laundromat. Look at Hunter's eyes then versus now. They've gotten more Asian. Like as you age, you're looking more not even Asian, Native American. It's weird.
I do got some native bone in me.
Your eyes are getting more native as you get older, and there's a lot of veins on the side of your face, which is like, that's an old person thing. You get a lot
veins on the side of my. I feel like you're just ripping me apart now.
You got veins. What you want me to do?
Like just like veins in my head.
Good bod though. Good bod. Hey, good bod. Good bod. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to? Oh, that's because of my lower like body fat percentage. I feel like.
That's when the veins are popping out.
I feel like if you, well, I don't know. If you probably just didn't, I don't know what you got to do.
I met a dude who was telling me about steroid use, and what you do is you take a cheek of the butt, you put it in the fours, you put that top four in another fours, and that one also in the fours. That's where you stab it. That's what happened. And he said he missed it one time, went right into a vein, had a heart attack. Isn't that crazy?
He had a heart attack.
Yeah, 26 years old. Isn't that crazy?
He's an idiot.
I mean, he survived though. So, isn't that crazy work?
Is he like normal now?
Yeah, he stopped doing steroids.
What does he look like? You?
He's the guy you're talking to, Noble Ale. That guy.
Who?
The guy who's in the military.
Really?
Yeah.
He had a heart attack? Oh
He
well, yeah, I could tell, honestly.
What you
Talking
mean?
to him.
He was cool as fuck.
He was talked real calm though. He was too calm. He's somebody you could tell he died before.
He seen God, man.
You could tell he says, yeah, he knows something we don't know.
He was
That
cool
guy
as fuck.
was way too calm.
I like calm.
I
though.
started talking shit about military recruiters, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a military recruiter." And I'm like, "Oh, you say that 3 minutes into me just running my mouth? Like, come on, dude, what are you doing?" He literally waited for me to like get done on this stupid military recruiter rant. It wasn't even just me trying to be
hate
funny.
military recruiters. They're dumb. Their daddy's dumb. Their mom's a whore. Probably did heroin. Anybody who's a military recruiter, man, I hate them. Should be in jail. They killed somebody before. How you feel about that? I'm a military recruiter. I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of love military recruiters.
I was like, dude, they're really not even that bad, man. For real. Like,
What'd I say?
almost went to the Marine. I just started lying.
What did I say? Military recruiter? That's not what I meant.
I started telling him, like, dude, I really did almost go.
I'm a
I was
military
gonna
tutor.
sign up, you know.
To the
He's like,
military?
yeah, my mom was in the military. My dad was in the military. My grandpa was in the military. I'm like, oh, that's what's up, dude.
You're like, man, that's cool as fuck, man. I saw a baby with a KKK uniform.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
Yeah. I never trusted Eddie because I don't like that dot in his head. That's the devil dot. Me and Hunter called it the devil dot. You know what I mean? Agatha Indian, Underground Indians thing. I always kept listening, and I was still kind of believing it. And at one point they said their leader had, like, his hands, if he snapped his hands, he could, like, nuke the area. And that's when I stopped believing it. Because he was like, if he got really mad at someone, he could go, and they go, so.
Oh, we're back on the history thing you were talking about.
We're jumping because we just did the whole cut.
Okay, can I tell you this right now?
Yeah.
It took you way too long to realize this was bullshit.
I know. I should have
That's
realized.
making me mad. You got conned. You got suckered. You got played.
I know. And as I kept listening, I was like, Hunter putting the glasses on?
So this is now the part of the podcast where we got to talk. Okay, things are about to get a little real in your life, and you're gonna have to just get open and honest.
I'm open.
Open your heart. Okay.
Okay. I'm opening up Pandora's box right now. Opening up my ass right now. Your fly's undone, by the way.
So when you a lot about the movie,
You know how I know you want to move to New York?
What?
Because when I said that, you grabbed your dick. You got a little hard.
Oh yeah, I got
You
excited.
went, Hunter moved to New York. You went, no, I'm not.
I want to though. We are talking about moving though, man.
You're thinking about moving too?
We're talking about doing a move.
Yeah.
A move.
You're like a Garden Grove kid, I think. You're a GG kid, in my opinion.
What does that mean?
You just seem like a guy who grew up in Garden Grove.
Garden
not
Grove,
who
like
would move to
LA?
Garden. The Garden Grove's not LA. It's like north
Garden
of Fountain
Grove's
Valley.
also like a really North Fountain Valley.
It's like near Fountain Valley, Garden Grove.
Oh, and that's what you're saying I look like right now?
You seem,
or
no,
are
you
just
just
saying
you just.
that's-
I feel like you'd move to Garden Grove, you and your girl.
No.
You don't think so?
We're looking at like Long Beach.
Okay.
We're looking at Huntington Beach, New York.
Is that a place?
Yeah.
Huntington Beach in New York City.
No, it's in New York though.
How far is that from the city?
I don't know. I just looked it up. It looks dope though. The town looks sick.
Does she actually want to move there?
She was looking at it.
How far is it from the?
She doesn't want, dude. She's so anti New York. It's not even funny.
But has she never been though?
She was talking maybe Florida,
Don't go there.
dude. St. Petersburg, Florida.
Don't grab your dick when you talk about it.
Oh my God, it's beautiful there, man. St.
Alright.
Petersburg, Florida is gorgeous. Now,
You'll do 2 spots a week. But
yeah, I was
go
about to say, stand up wise,
ahead. Yeah.
death sentence.
Yeah.
Stand up wise, jumping off the cliff.
But if you want to live a good life though, St. Petersburg would be sick. I would. There's if
Dude,
I
I was looking at apartments for $2,000 on the ocean.
you
$2,000 on the ocean.
Okay, first of all, in Hoboken you can get 2,200 one bedroom on the river.
Yeah, but that's a
Acro-
closet, brother.
No, it's
At the end of
not.
the- when you look at the square footage versus what you get for $2,000 other spots of the country, I'm just saying.
First of all,
don't get self-defense,
Okay,
but
go ahead.
it's just you get double the square footage.
what? Okay, can I ask you a question?
And in my significant other's mind, you know, she's looking at it like, we got a dog. Maybe one day we want to, have a kid. What if I have a kid? Little Hunter, HD Junior
HDL.
running around.
Hunter Don Ladner Jr.
That's, stressing me out already. I don't want to be in a closet.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you around children. You're not very good.
Not very good. I just sort of let them do whatever they want.
You're kind of mean. You know what I mean?
I
But
let my dog eat a metal can the other day.
Yeah,
he tried to commit dog suicide,
you
basically.
saw your dog eat a metal can. And you called me. What should I do, man? I said he had a metal can. The internet and my opinion says take him to the vet. And you went, I can't afford that.
I was like, man, we just
So
gonna have to ride this one
we
out.
gonna see.
He survived, but dude, I think, what if he really was making a choice, like actively, like, when I'm about to take my own life?
Yeah, maybe he might be in. Some
That's like
pain.
the equivalent of like, putting your car in the garage and then
It's just like taking a bunch of
closing it and
pills.
slamming the.
You know what I mean?
Because it's like he made a choice halfway through it. He
This
was
hurts.
Like, this can't be good.
Why did he swallow?
And then it's like he just kept going.
Did he for sure swallow? Oh, yeah, you saw it in the feces.
No. So look, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I freaked out because the can looked like it was gone. But what he did was he shredded it up into little pieces.
Ooh.
So those little pieces were everywhere. So I did eventually collect what looked like enough little pieces to be a can.
There's no way you would know though.
There's no possible way of me of knowing that. Now, he's been fine. I mean, this was also months ago, so we're good.
All right. Well,
I think he's good.
he's chilling. That would be a funny joke though. You go, my dog ate a soda can recently, and I don't have money for a vet, so we just gonna have to watch what happens.
All right, let's. I'm gonna write a joke for you. Okay.
Go ahead.
Dude, I went to church.
I don't go to church, but go ahead.
The preacher definitely tried to fuck me.
I don't do any bits like this at all. I have 0 pedophile bits in my jokes. Name one.
You're talking about your uncle that. Oh, never mind. It was the guy who died on a bench press.
Yeah, that's my cousin, first of all.
Oh, I thought that was your uncle.
How's that a pedophile joke?
I don't know. I thought he did something creepy to you before he died. That's why you let him die.
You're on the good kush right now.
Brother, you literally have a whole bit where you say, I was spotting my uncle, and then he died in front of me because he was
You're
overdosing
butchering
on
the bit.
heroin.
You're butchering a bit I don't do anymore.
What is it? What was it?
Okay, here was the bit. My cousin died on a bench press while high on heroin, and my parents felt terrible because they bought him the bench press. My uncle felt even worse because my uncle was the one who bought him the heroin, and I felt worse while spotting him. That's the whole joke. I don't even do it anymore. You made me say a joke I don't even do anymore. I'm gonna cut that whole bit out.
Why?
I used to not do too bad, but
That was a good bit. That was a good Jake Jones Ridge.
that was an old bit I used to do. But you know what can you do? I'll keep it in there, but that doesn't reflect my current stand-up.
It does reflect his current state.
Well, the joke I made about you reflects your current stand-up pretty good. Y'all, blah 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 south, blah 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 south. I made it.
Blah, 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 south. So funny. Blah,
I
blah,
made
blah,
it.
south.
And then he goes, I made it. Because when Hunter talks, he shakes his head weird.
I do, because I gotta, you know, I'm not flamboyant, but you know, I'm what's a good word? What's a good parallel for that?
Gay.
Flamboyant is like a woman.
You
I'm
are flamboyant.
Eccentric.
Okay, no, your flamboyant is the word. Flamboyant can be straight. Like Walton Goggins is flamboyant.
I thought flamboyant was like a woman.
No.
Okay. I don't know the dictionary like that.
I mean, it could be. I mean, it's nowadays, what's a woman? You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Good point.
What even is a woman?
I don't know. I think Taylor
What's
is.
a woman these days, man?
I
I
think-
see some kid with long hair and pajamas, and I'm like
What's
checking
a
out her
woman these
ass.
days, man?
And I can't even check out her ass because it's like, what's up, chickie? And she like, I'm 12. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad. That's not you. But
I
that's
thought you were a dude.
what's a dude?
Disappointed.
What's a dude anymore, man? I'm getting spotted by this fucking lesbian. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah, what was I talking about?
Dude, I was at the gym today. There was this like real tough looking throat tattoo, tough girl. You know,
Yeah.
real like probably taking testosterone or at least.
She got red face.
Dude, I was like, wow. I don't know. I mean, some people, I guess people just like the extreme, right? I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
let me not be a hater. People just like extremes, but
First of all, you can't roast any
the female
tattoos.
bodybuilder is a rough look. Let's
Female
just say that.
bodybuilder
I'm not
is a
I
rough
wasn't
look.
even talking about the throat tattoo. The throat tattoo sort of look cool, honestly.
Really?
I wasn't even mad at that.
Don't lie.
I'm not. Hey, I like tattoos. I'm all about that.
Hey, don't lie.
I'm big into the tatted world, into the tat community. I like that. But what I'm saying is the female bodybuilder look, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough.
That's not. I never liked a strong-looking woman. I like
There's a difference now.
I like a strong-minded woman. I like a woman who's
yeah, I know you like
strong-minded.
someone to just be yelling and complaining to you all the time. You love that, don't you? Just
I don't love that part. I like a strong-willed woman though.
I fell over. It's your fault.
Oh my gosh, I'm sick. Why you let me hang out with the sick people? What? Those aren't my friends. Those are your friends. I'm a leper and shit. What? You know, this has already been done, but my girlfriend actually got sick. And it's funny because whenever I get sick, I'll text my girlfriend like I'm sick, and her first reaction is like, "I hope you start feeling better." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when she got sick, I was like, "You think you got me sick?" You know what I mean? That's like where my mind goes. I'm like, "You think you got me sick?"
Well, that's because you don't really love her.
But I actually text her. I didn't text it though. Just my first thought. And I said, hope you feel better. And then
That's sweet.
So, you know. This, I
That's
mean,
really
it's really the least I could do. It was over text. You know what I mean? I could have called. But I was like, hope you feel better. I got to drive to Riverside right now.
So when you voted for Trump, did you expect all this to happen the way that it has?
When I voted for Trump, first of all,
when you voted for Donald J. Trump to be our 45th president or whatever he is.
First of all.
Is he the 47th or what is it?
First of all, there was when let's not name any names right now. Let's not name names right now.
You definitely voted for Trump.
No. Before we even get to that topic, let's not name names right now. When the election was going on, tense. You know what I mean? Tense there was tension. First of all,
oh yeah.
I did not vote for Trump because I just vote opposite of who you vote for.
Can I tell you something?
When you voted for Trump, I voted for the opposite.
This is what I would do, and you can still man me on this if you want.
Okay.
If I was Trump today,
okay,
the route he's going on, he's making everyone hate him.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to chase down every fox into their hole.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get every one of them, and you're gonna spend all your time trying to do it.
Okay.
So what I don't understand, this would be the best move he could do, is create some sort of system. Give the nation a week or a month, whatever you got to do. Text this number, mail in this thing, I don't know, some variation form of that. Log in with this, and if you're in the country today, you are a U.S. citizen, right? Hear me out. And then all the effort that they're putting into tracking people down and chasing folks down and stuff, just put them on the border, dog, to make sure no one else get by. And now you know who's here. Everyone who is here likes you because you made them a citizen. And no one's coming in or out for a little while till we get a census.
So this literally is a terrible plan.
I think it might be a better play than was. It's better than the latter right now, at least.
You know what? That's a great plan, guys. Hunter just solved the immigration problem.
Let's go. I just solved immigration, dude.
He said, everybody a citizen, put the ice on the border.
Yes. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
If they've got the manpower to go tracking folks down.
So you have to text a number to be a citizen? What about people who don't have a phone?
I mean, okay, go to some local office. All you have to do is just say, hello, my name is so-and-so, I am here, and you're a citizen.
Hello, my name is Francis Montoya. I like to be a citizen now. And then they go, got him.
No.
Tricked your dumb ass.
See, that's the point.
Bling.
That's what we wouldn't do. That's if I was the president, that's what we would not do.
I tell you what, if Trump right now said, everybody who's not a citizen, text this number, you become a citizen, that's a trick. That is a trick.
Saying, but not if he campaigned the fact that he wasn't going to do that.
But would he also switch up?
I don't feel like it would be switching up.
But
that's
2016.
I feel like that's a way to make everyone happy.
But 2016 was build the way. He don't want to try to make everybody happy. He's trying to get rid of the Mexicans, not Mexicans, the illegal people.
But it's like I just hate it, man. I don't know. And I'm just worried they're gonna come banging on our door talking about, hey, let me see your passport.
Are you harboring any illegals?
Yeah. Could you imagine that? So they going through my closet.
They'll see my mom and be like, got one. You know what I mean? My mom could be like, I ain't no illegal. I ain't no that. Are you La Migra? La Migra, you remember that?
No, I don't even know.
La Migra is like border patrol.
I just know, man. I just think it's sad what's going on. It's really bothering me. It's been fucking with me. And then I've seen all my people back home. I mean, some of the just rawest takes I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, you're dumb. Or like, it's like, it's so easy to just hate people you've never met,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's weird. The street meat lady got hit in the face with just a smoke grenade. Street meat.
You know what's so funny?
Hot dog woman.
This is how hardworking Mexicans are, though. Is that there's a protest going on to keep Mexicans, they're having protest riots and all that stuff. A Mexican will pull up with a fruit cart. Like, well, I'm selling. You know what I mean? They'll pull up with the frozen fruit.
Some of the most entrepreneurial people I think I've ever met.
I'd say the one time that I was in a gridlock traffic situation where, like, no one was moving. I was late, and I was, like, very upset. And I just saw, like, a Mexican dude pull up with his frozen fruit cart. Like, well, if they can't move, they want to buy some fruit. Like, they'll just find a spot. They know where people are at.
Well, they're mobile.
They are mobile. They got wheels.
Get circling right back around to the whole
are we starting to think that Mexicans might just be teleportation aliens? How they get across the border so easy? Just kidding.
I don't know, man. It's a sad day in the world today. There was a car on fire on the freeway just right down the street from my house.
For real?
Yeah, man.
Wow, they're protesting up here?
Dude, they
'Cause
was running. They was running in the Home Depot parking lots in Riverside.
Wow. Out here, you got two types of Mexicans: the hardworking Mexicans and the emo Mexicans.
Whoa, emo.
You know, emo Mexicans talking about, I'm gonna kill myself tonight. Are you suicidal? Just tonight.
Just tonight.
Just tonight.
Just when I've had a couple and it's tonight.
Are you using this for pussy? No, I ain't using this for pussy. Oh, you need a ride home? Yeah. I'll take a little dick suck too.
What?
To relax my bones. I don't know. I was just doing a character. I got trapped in a character right there. An evil Mexican trying to get some pussy using suicide. While you leaking out your jeans.
Bro,
Right there.
What are you talking about? I spilled a little bit of water on my pants. Why are you always eyeballing my crotch?
Because your fly's undone. It's in my
It's not undone, brother. You're just seeing the
Oh, my
top of
bad.
the top there.
Well, everybody's been eyeballing my crotch lately.
No, no one has been. Don't be trying to false claim that.
You have been
Let's
eyeballing my
stop
crotch.
this. I want to stop you right where you're at because you need to realize something. You just checked my inner thigh out, and then you're staring at my fly. You need to let it go, Joe. Okay?
You know why everybody's looking at my crotch? New belt. Look at the belt.
Okay, people. Can I tell you what he's wearing? He's got a Gucci belt buckle on a Louis Vuitton belt. That's obviously fake and obviously from some trash spot in L.A. So give it up for him, everyone. Clap. Make some noise.
No, I don't need all that. Here's what happened.
Why does it have a Gucci buckle with a Louis Vuitton?
Reversible. This is Gucci Louis Vuitton collab.
It's not a collab. It's not a collab. It's not a collab.
It's collab.
You got that from the swap meet,
No.
and you just realized right now that they're two different brands.
No.
You just walked in thinking, oh, I got the flyest new creme de la creme belt on, and you got played like a sucker, man.
Let me tell you
got
what
a
happened.
Gucci Louis Vuitton belt. What is that? Those companies don't even like each other.
So here's what happened.
They're rivals.
This belt is from the 70s.
Oh, my God.
This is
Here
my
we go.
grandpa's old belt.
You got suckered. You got sold on something.
My grandpa also has Louis Vuitton suit bag, whatever they call that. So he's a big Louis Vuitton guy apparently. So
Did they do? They may have done a Gucci collab.
they could have done a Gucci.
Let me know in the comments. I could be
Comments.
wrong.
Are we
could be
wrong?
totally
I mean,
wrong.
he could be totally wrong. He's wearing a stripper shirt. What is that? What are those two women doing?
Kappa?
Yeah.
Kappa's a certified brand. Boy, you better know your stuff.
What are those two women on there?
It's not two women. It's a man and a woman, and they're thinking about things. It's supposed to be Adam and Eve, I think.
That's Adam and Eve.
It's supposed to be Adam and Eve. not Adam and
Damn,
Steve.
Adam had some, or Eve had some nice tits. I'm just kidding.
I heard a line. It was Eve took the apple. Adam took a bite. Damn.
Is it from a rap song? What is this? Is it a rap song? I'm so confused what's
The
happening.
court says 50-50, but the math still ain't right. To a scornful woman. It's a
Okay.
song.
Okay, it's a bad song. What is
Terrible song, honestly.
Now that you said
It's
out loud.
honestly, it's one of a. It's
Me
way,
and my
it's
bitch took a little trip
That's what you thought it was, right?
down to the border,
Down
down to the
to the
garden,
border.
down to the garden.
So funny. You just can't get away from it.
The border
Down to
talk?
The border.
Well, we solved immigration on the podcast, so
I honestly think get in the comments and let me know because I think that I might have really solved immigration totally.
first of all, there would be too many
Send
people.
that to Trump. I feel like it's a good idea. I need to be an advisor.
He would look at it, he'd go,
I was like, hey, dude, you want everyone to like you?
you
Tell
go,
everyone they're allowed right now. Let them in.
everybody's allowed in the country?
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Even if they're bad people, they'll eventually do something to get arrested to put themselves in the already existing prison system we got.
But we pay for
anyway.
those prisons, though.
But it also employs people. I mean, it's a give and a take there. You can talk about paying for prisons all you want, but how many prisons do employ people? You know,
That's a good point.
I mean, at some point that's how money works. It's got to go into someone else's hand. That's how it works. Money's a circle, dog.
Check it out. If you're illegal and need a place to stay, send us your address. We will not rat you out. I'm just kidding.
That's whoa. Hey, I'm not involved with none of that neither.
No,
I'm
joking.
trying to say this, man. I have solved it, and let me know what you think.
I don't think you solved it, and I don't think that will work at all. I think that would be terrible.
You can't give me 5 reasons why it would be any different than what's currently happening.
There'd probably be too many people.
You're okay. Probably doesn't work in this scenario because there is no probably too many.
Okay, well, here's the big
text
problem. You
messages.
say watch the border, but people don't come in just through the border. They come in on vacation, just don't leave sometimes.
Okay, well, I think that number is extraordinarily
How about work visa people?
extraordinarily smaller than people crossing illegally.
How about
just
work
to
visa people? They come on a work visa and they overstay their visa.
Again, I think that number is extraordinarily low and way easier to track. if they come in on a work visa, we know they've been overstaying.
Yeah.
There'd be no. I mean, we already know that. What do you mean?
All right. Well, I don't know.
All these people that they got breaking down into people's houses and fighting in the street.
So you're saying,
why are they not just putting them every 100 feet on the border?
So here's
so,
my
so
question.
nobody can get by.
So you're saying everybody here legal? What about people who are about to become legal but they're not legal yet and they're outside the border? How they get
Then you
in?
got to go through the proper channel at that point. There has to be a cutoff date. I'm sorry, there has to be like
So
it's gonna hurt somewhere, but I think it hurts way less than stomping people out in downtown LA with fucking horses.
That's definitely true. Yeah.
I just think that there is an alternative, and they're not even trying to do that. They're sending in the hounds, and that's scary to me, low key, because then when do they stop? Where is the line? Once that other is gone, then it's gonna be people with southern accents, man. I mean, we probably far down that list, but
I think you're all right.
I'll probably be all right. But I'm just saying, I don't want to see people I know get affected by that.
If you wear glasses, that means you read. We want you out.
Hunter
Hunter goes, oh, shit. I'm wearing glasses, man. Hey, I know I'm wearing glasses, but I can't read none.
And see, this is like this is the thing I hate the most, because then someone would be like, oh, he's acting like who?
I don't know.
Who are they going to compare him to in history?
Hitler.
They're going to say that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't necessarily agree with that neither, though, because it's like that was a much smaller cunt, first of all.
You said cunch? Sounds like cunt. We'll cut me saying that, but
it's a much smaller cunch, bro.
Uh-huh.
And that was like they all got behind hating one group of people. I don't think this United States is going to get behind hating people. You know what I mean? I don't think with too much division.
I think
already.
I think with that, I think maybe the individuals. I don't know how you compare them. But as far as the country goes, different country, like you said. Like I think that Germans were almost down to hate. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's
I don't think we're down to hate.
Others.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think our country's so much down to hate. There's a group of them that there's probably 30%.
This is another thing. Like this is something that was really bothering me about this too. Who is the guy on the horse?
Why are you on the horse thing so much?
But I just because I'm like, okay, at what
Park ranger? I don't know.
But I'm saying like, okay, if you were the guy on the horse and you just looking at people, I mean, does it never hit you like, what am I doing here right now? You know what I mean?
You just stop
this
it.
is like crazy.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just fucking caved some dude's chest in with a hoof. Why are you in this scenario? Leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, because then you see everyone's got the FBI badge on the back. FBI.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who's in the FBI.
What's he saying about this?
I don't know. I want to call him and talk to him about it. I want to get his input on it. But I'm going to be honest, man. It's like, I can't picture him being that guy. So it's like, is there no morals?
I don't know. It's but they probably convince themselves that they're doing wrong because they're here illegally. They're like, oh, they're here illegally. I get to do what I want.
So some people are just walking around just waiting to unleash fury on other people like that.
What type of guy joins the military? Be so for real.
But no, not necessarily.
Stop touching your ween when you're talking to me. I would never kill somebody, man.
I don't know, dude. I'm just like, I don't know what's happening, man. It's just scary. That's all I'm saying. I don't like it.
Who knows? The future is a lot of uncertainty. What this can happen, and then AI. What's going on with AI? Imagine AI. I just watched Mission Impossible. Imagine AI hacks in our nuclear failsafe. Now someone has control of our nukes from some basement. I say, I got all the world nukes. It's right here. I can do what I want. Imagine that.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, good thing that can't happen in real life, hopefully. We'll see what happens.
Because I think if they were ever really worried about that, I would just, again, because I'm so smart, how about instead of we only turn power on at the facility when we want to shoot that bitch? You know what I mean?
But then our defense is down.
Our defense is not down. It's a whole different system.
Or we become some underground Indians, live underground in a bomb shelter.
I'm down for that too at this point.
I'm down for underground
things
Indians.
Are getting weird. Dude.
I'm down to become an underground Indian if I'm being so for real.
We need to dig out a couple
two
caves.
tongues.
You're really bringing back the two-tongue thing. I don't know. I don't know about the two tongues, but I do know we got to find peace in the Middle East.
You know, my favorite part of watching any documentary that takes place in like India. My favorite part about watching a documentary that takes place in India is whenever they show like a new person, they'll always put like Indian music in the background. Any like Middle East documentary, they'll be like, and then it was like Mahatma Sanu. It was like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what you're saying right now. No.
All right. Well,
Dude,
yeah.
I've got to ask you about something.
Yeah.
The other night you sent me a picture.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about this, and this will be the last thing we talk about.
You sent me a picture.
So
And you sent me a picture of something that I've never even seen before.
I'll put the picture right here. There it is. So here's what happened. We and Hunter were doing a show, and then I plugged my phone in for music at this show, and I'm playing a playlist called Havasu Playlist, which is just nice. It's music that you just get drunk to.
He's been really amped on this playlist. He's been playing it a lot in the car.
What
It's
I
got a
got.
lot of summertime songs.
It's
you know,
summertime. It's summertime music.
Exactly. It's just beer drinking kind of summertime music. Nothing too
And
crazy.
there's a song playing, and it's called "Wrong Way" by Sublime, which is a great song. So I have it playing, and it's going pretty loud. The show's over, by the way. This blonde, drunk, stout woman comes in with two huge dudes and a blonde woman who's skinnier. And they're talking in the bar, all that stuff. And I don't know what's happening, but all of a sudden I look over, and I look over my music because my music just stopped playing. And I'm like, my music just stopped playing? I look over, I see her like yank something from my phone and then walk away and like do like a twirl. She did like a twirl, like she was like hype about what she just did. And then her Sledgehammer music came on or whatever, like EDM. And I went over to see what she did on my phone. She, based on the picture, ripped the whole cord with her bare hands. She didn't pause it or turn it down. She ripped our dongle, which is like $5, which is, you know what I mean? And
First off, don't call it a dong.
it's called a dongle. And I'm with my girlfriend, by the way. My girlfriend's mad, and she wants to go say something, and I'm like, you can't say anything because I don't know if like they're friends at the bar. 'Cause we're running a show at the bar, so I'm like, I don't want to lose the show because they could be all that stuff about the bar. And my girlfriend, I saw in her eyes her lose respect for me because I didn't stand up for myself. She was like, "You're not gonna say anything?" I'm like, "No," and she's like, and I was like, yeah, it's probably like kind of over, huh? I'm just kidding. Not over, but respect for me is down the toilet. After that, I did not stand up for myself. And also, another theory is like, what am I gonna walk up and go, "Hey, you ruined my dongle"? Imagine her like, Jack dude goes, "No, she didn't," and I gotta go, "You're right." Now I look like an idiot. What would you do in this scenario? Be so for real. Be so for real. Don't just do like the opposite of me. Because I know how you are. You're a people pleaser. What would you actually do?
Honestly,
Ignore it at $5?
in the moment, I probably would have ignored it. I don't know. I might have said like, "Hey, lady," or like something tried like light.
Music's loud, by the way. You gotta yell it.
It would also have really depended on what these other two dudes look like, if I'm being so for. If we're dealing with two
6'5",
biker-looking guys,
6'5".
okay, well then if we're dealing with two Vikings, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna fight two Vikings, you know.
I had talked to him like this.
Yeah, if you're 6'5", you're just basically hitting me in the head anyway. So I mean, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
And she knew the bar by name.
Yeah, no. I mean, what are you gonna do?
So I said, "It's
That was
$5."
a lose-lose. I didn't know there was two guys there backing her up. I thought this
Yeah.
was a solo drunk lady.
No, there's two dudes there too.
Oh man.
And she knew the bar, owner of the bar. What
Yeah,
am I
so
gonna
she's
do?
just being a pig. I mean, but what do you expect? I mean,
Yeah, no. Who gets to a bar at 10 p.m. after a show anyway? It's Saturday, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
now your girlfriend losing respect for you. Good luck getting that back. That's never happened.
I know that's never coming back.
She's never. I mean,
I'll tell you what.
you're gonna have to punch someone.
I bought her
now.
some food and I got it back a little bit. Don't
Okay,
forget. Don't
got
forget,
it.
I got this wallet. You know what I mean?
Jake has to buy love. That's sad. Guys, this has been Crack Timeout. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a great rest of your day.
Everything we said is a joke.
Subscribe,
Everything we said is a joke.
like,
Don't take anything we
comment,
said seriously.
delete. Do whatever you want to do, man. We are just trying to do our best. If you want to sponsor the podcast, reach out to us, man.
We'll
We're
put the
just two
Venmo.
young guys trying to make it. I'm broke. I'm not even really young anymore.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
starting
we're-
to get old.
We're
at
one
this
young
point.
guy, one old guy trying to make it right now.
It's sad. It's sad, honestly. Give us some money. We need it. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.